All right, let's just jump right in. We're going to talk about a feeling that I'm pretty sure every single one of us has felt. It's that moment when you feel like you are absolutely not ready for what's happening. That feeling of wanting to hide when it seems like everyone else is stepping up. You know that feeling, right? Maybe you're in a meeting at work or a class or even just hanging out with friends, and you find yourself just sinking into your chair, hoping, praying that nobody calls on you. It's a totally human instinct, wanting to disappear when the spotlight finds you. And it almost always starts with this little voice in your head, doesn't it? It's that quiet whisper that just starts to chip away at you. You look around, you see other people, and you think, oh yeah, they're way better for this. I am definitely not the one. And that thought, it just snowballs right into this one. You see someone else acting with all this confidence that just seems so effortless. And that voice gets a little louder. See, that's not me. We draw this line in the sand between who we are and who we think we're supposed to be. And really, it all just boils down to this. This is the heart of the fear, isn't it? Not smart enough, not talented enough, and for sure not brave enough. So we hide. But what if? What if that feeling, that exact spot you're hiding in, is precisely where an incredible story is about to begin? You know, this feeling of being the overlooked one, it's not new at all. In fact, there's this incredible, ancient story about a guy who probably felt the exact same way. And he ended up becoming the most unlikely hero you can imagine. His name was Ehud. And honestly, if you were picking teams for anything heroic back then, he'd probably be the last guy you'd choose. He was different and not in a way that people really admired. So what was the big deal with Ehud? Well, he was left-handed. Now today, that's nothing, right? But back then, in his culture, everything important was done with the right hand. It was the hand of strength, of honor. The left hand, it was seen as weak, improper, almost like a flaw. So Ehud just didn't fit the mold of a hero, not even close. And look, the situation was dire. His people were being absolutely crushed by this tyrant, a king named Eglon. They'd been suffering for years, and they were desperate, crying out for someone, anyone, to save them. So God does answer their cry for help. But wow, not in the way anyone saw coming. He doesn't pick the biggest, strongest, most obvious warrior. He chose Ehud, the guy who was different, the one who was overlooked, the one who probably felt like he didn't belong at all. Okay, and this is where the story just flips on its head in the most amazing way. We're about to see how the one thing that made Ehud seem weak actually became the single most important key to victory. I mean, think about it. Everyone's looking for this standard hero, right? The big, right-handed warrior. That's the expectation. But the reality? It was a left-handed deliverer. It just shows that the plan unfolding here was something nobody could have possibly predicted. So here's the twist. The very thing that society saw as a disadvantage, this detail that made everyone overlook him, God turned it into a massive strategic advantage. It became the perfect camouflage for a hidden weapon. So here's the plan. Ehud crafts this small, double-edged sword he can hide, and because he's left-handed, he straps it to his right thigh. Now, in a world of right-handed fighters, nobody would ever think to check there. So he gets a private audience with the king, and in that one critical moment, he reaches across his body, pulls the hidden sword with his left hand, and strikes. It was sudden and completely unexpected. And just like that, with one single brave move from the guy who could have just stayed in the shadows, years and years of oppression were over. And the impact? It was staggering. We're talking 80 years of peace for the entire land. Just think about that for a second. 80 years of freedom, all because one person decided to step forward, even though he was probably terrified. But look, this story is about so much more than just a cool mission. The real win, the part that really speaks to us today, is the inner journey that had to happen before any of that. This is the path he took, and it's the same one we can all take. It starts in that place we all know, hiding. But from there, it moves to just being willing, just open. And that willingness, well, that's what opens the door to real, active trust. And this right here, this is the key takeaway of this whole thing. You don't have to wait until you feel perfect. You don't have to wait until you feel fearless or 100% confident. The whole journey starts the moment you just become willing. Willing to try, even when you feel like you're not enough. So let's bring this all back home. What does this ancient story about a left-handed hero actually mean for you, right here, right now? How do you take that first step out from the shadows? Your step forward doesn't have to be this huge, dramatic thing. It can be small. Maybe it's just speaking up with an idea when you normally stay quiet. Or maybe it's just taking a minute to pray when you feel totally disconnected. Or maybe it's just saying yes to that one little thing that kind of scares you. So I really want you to think about this. Forget the giant leap for a minute. What is your one step? What's the first tiny move you can make today, out of hiding and into willingness? And please remember this. The next time you feel like you're the person hiding in the background, remember Ehud. Remember that the thing that feels like your biggest weakness might just be your greatest hidden strength. Because sometimes the person who feels the most overlooked is the very one God is preparing to change everything.